So welcome back to the Blues Box. Thank you for joining us. If you're new and this is your first one and you like what you see, please do subscribe. Feel free to comment, anyone. Hit the like button if that's something you'd like to do. We'd appreciate any of those. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that helps us do
about bloopers
stuff. The blooper reel. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so we're just going to do a very quick review of the TC Electronic noise gate. I'm not... TC Electronic.
I'd like to say start again, but it's bringing me a lot of pleasure that it's happening, so don't.
No, I look at the edits and I think, nah, just leave it in. So, it's who I am.
Lazy, you mean?
The point's lazy. That's what it is.
Anyway.
Okay, so TC Electronics, Iron Curtain, maybe not the best name at the moment for anything, but
maybe not.
We're looking at noise gates, noise suppressors, two different things. This one we've got today, it's a very, very cheap noise gate.
Okay.
And we're just going to set it up and have a listen to what it does, see what the point of it. Now, I don't know what you think about when you think about noise gates and suppressors. Have you ever used?
I think if you complaining about the noise of my Strat is what I think about.
Yeah, so I mean,
can you
lots
stop
of different
humming? No.
No, get a noise gate. So I mean, there's loads of reasons people do use them. And now, traditionally, I've never bothered. But when you want that really heavy metal chunk,
I think of it as metal. Not,
yeah. But you often find they've got the more expensive type where it goes not only through from your guitar, but it goes through the loop as well.
Yeah.
They actually have 2 ins, 2 outs for that.
Yeah.
And it's to really clamp down that sound.
Quite important on that stuff.
Yeah, it's very, very... This more is for if you really, really don't like the sound of a set of P90s or some single coils really humming away in the background, and you're not great at reaching for the volume control and things like that to try and get rid of it. It works really well for that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get 7 for your rig to stop your stuff humming.
That'll fill my pedalboard up, anyway.
It would, yeah. But difference between a noise suppressor and a noise gate as well. A noise suppressor actually actively looks at the sound and looks at ways that it can reduce a certain noise, but it does affect the tone.
So that was going to be my question.
Yeah, that does. Now, there are some people who claim noise gates affect their tone. I've never found that, but then I haven't used loads of different noise gates, so I only used a couple, and I don't think it affected the tone in any way. But there's a lot of different places you can put it in the chain as well.
Right.
So just quickly to cover that, before we get into this particular pedal and just what it does and how to set it and what it's going to benefit you, or maybe not benefit you, is you can put it straight after the guitar if you want to just kill off those sort of electrical noises that come into the pickups, and especially in some gigs, you will find you will go to a place and they've got so much equipment and so much stuff, dirty sound. Basically the mains is dirty.
Yeah.
And it's going to come through and it's going to cause you problems. And it can come in handy then. But I would say, I don't know how you feel, but that noise of a guitar is a bit like, when the orchestra's starting up.
Yeah.
It's that natural sound of a guitar. And it's kind of the excitement level of a live gig.
I've got no issue with that.
I don't want to necessarily kill it all off, but in some places it would be intolerable almost, and you will get interference coming through, which is different again. So it can be useful.
Yeah, so the difference between that and an amp that's red hot and a single coil, because it's going to make some noise. And it's quite a cool noise.
It is, and there's not a lot you can do about that or want to do about that necessarily. But the other place is if you've got a particularly noisy pedal in your chain that's giving you a hard time, it's useful for that.
Yeah.
Or something that's in the loop, you could place it wherever you think you need it.
Right.
All right, so today I'm just going to place it straight at the front, going to use some P90s and just going to show you the benefit, but also the sort of what you're going to have to put up with a noise gate.
Okay.
All right, because the settings would need to change when you ramp up the amp a bit as well.
Right.
So let's have a look at it. I'll do a quick unboxing. There you go. That's unboxed. I love an unboxing video. Why do they exist? Do you like unboxing videos? I would say if you love an unboxing videos, let us know and we'll do one. But I'm not...
Slowly unbox the pedal.
I'm not sure about them, I don't know what's the point.
I'm with you there, I have to say.
Well, maybe I'm old and miserable. It's probably not far off. Right, so I'm just going to get this set up and we'll
Can't say I'd seen somebody unbox their new Les Paul or something like that, though.
Yeah, you haven't watched me unbox it. No, I absolutely would not.
You're too tight to buy a Les Paul.
I am too broke. Right. Okay, I can sense an edit coming on.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some noise there.
We got some noise, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have a look at this iron curtain pedal and what it's going to do for us in terms of just killing off a little bit of noise from time to time. Really, really, really simple pedal. Switch, LED to let you know when it's active, and then you've got an in and an out. Takes a battery or a 9-volt in on there. I had a heck of a time getting one of those screws out. It was so hard, but we got there. We got a battery in that one at the moment, just for the demo, and literally 2 knob control. Now a lot of these will have 3, 4, 5, even 6 controls for different things.
Okay.
Now I think if you're starting out with stuff like this, is keep it simple. I mean, this little pedal, £35. All right.
Okay.
You can kind of get it for less as well from time to time. So shop around. It's quite a nice looking little pedal.
It is actually.
I quite like it.
I like TC Electron pedals.
Do you know they're great value?
Yeah,
I have to say they are overall great value. There's a few of those on my board, you know, such as like yourself, the Spark and things like that, and the tuner I've got there as well. Good pedal. So really, really simple threshold. That button on the left. It's just the point where the gate is going to come in. So as your volume drops, it's the point where the gate's going to come in.
It'll cut it off.
Yep. Okay. And then you've got the other one, which is the decay, and we're just going to. That's how fast it's going to kill the sound off.
Right.
Okay. So if you put the decay up high, it's going to cut it off quick, and if you put it down low, it's going to just come in at a certain point. All right. Now, because it's a simple two knob one, you can't control much else than that. With others, you can control how quick it opens, how quick it closes, how long it stays open for, and all those sorts of things independently. So this is designed really for simplicity.
Designed for me.
Well, to be honest, I quite like it too for its simplicity. So let's have a quick listen. So obviously,
Oof.
All right.
Love that sound. Okay, it's quite a drop in sound, yeah.
So basically what it's doing is it's pulling off a lot of volume.
Right.
Okay, it's just literally like a gate shutting. It's letting a little bit through. Okay, so there's a bit of spill coming through, as you can hear. You can get pedals that will absolutely just completely 100% kill it. But actually, I quite like this. It just takes it down to a low level, which is enough.
Okay.
So, okay, so you can hear where it's coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Coming.
Yeah.
Now, if I set the decay much higher, takes a lot longer to come in.
Yeah.
All right. And if you set it lower, it's going to come in faster. That's a dead simple control.
Okay.
Downside of that now, you'll hear it at some point, just decide or not. So what we're going to do is there you are, it's cut in now. Okay. So great, I've got a really nice tail on my note there. That's fantastic.
Right.
Even with quite a quick cutting in, but if you pull that up a bit more, it's going to take longer to come in. So it's going to leave that note there. Going to let it ring. There's a lot of noise coming through now.
Right.
And eventually, it's going to cut it in.
Okay.
But that's the threshold. So if I turn the threshold up, it's just letting it ring. Okay. If I turn it right down, it probably won't close it at all.
But you got lots of noise.
So you're going to have to find your threshold at the point where whatever you're playing, whatever volume you're playing, and it'll just jump in.
Okay. Yeah, because
so it's not cutting any of my playing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to feel like it was clipping your playing off, would you? No,
and it will if you set the threshold at a certain point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just literally going to
play. That's pretty easy to use, actually.
It's an absolute doddle. You can hear it cutting in much quicker. It's just killing my volume off.
It's because it doesn't want to listen to you.
But, see, it's still cutting it off.
Yeah.
And that's just down to this threshold. But it lets a little through, which I quite like. So if you set the threshold quite low and you set the decay medium, you know, it just takes it away.
Yeah. Okay.
Really simple pedal.
So play a simple phrase with the pedal off, and then with it on, so I can see whether the tone is.
There's my noise as well, you know. So
No difference.
No difference really was there. But what is quite nice is it'll kick in and get rid of that.
Yeah.
And if you turn that decay up, at some point you'll lose. I'm not losing my reverb tail because that's because the reverb is after this pedal.
Okay.
So the signal's gone into the reverb and it's just finishing off. So if I took off the reverb, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but if I want that decay to be much. It's like riding the volume.
Yeah. It's getting rid of the noise quite quickly, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, and the further down that decay, the less decay, the quicker it will it'll take that tail off. It's not really affecting.
No, it's when you stop the chord.
Because I've set the threshold so low.
Yeah, okay.
So you turn that threshold up, it's going to start cutting in much quicker. It's already. Here.
Halfway through,
yeah. So if you were driving something, loads of gain, and you want that chug, that's going to do that for you. You know, that's going to create that sort of effect. Just get rid of that a minute. There we go. So yeah.
Interesting.
That is a basic little TC electronic pedal.
I can see in certain situations, particularly, it will be useful.
Yeah.
For me, I would be less inclined to think about that live because it's noisy.
To be honest, in a space like we've got here, there's a lot of noise from the lights, particularly little transformers and the lights there putting out interference, and P90 single cores, they're all going to pick it up, aren't they? They really are. So, yeah, TC Electronic, simple little noise gate. Brilliant. So that's just a very quick review, not particularly in depth, not massively.
So much you can say about controls.
2 knobs, 2 ins, 1 switch. I mean, what more do you need really? But yeah, it's more about whether you feel that it fits within what you need. You want to get rid of that noise.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So if you like what we do, please do subscribe, leave a comment. Do you use any form of noise gate, in what you do, especially within the blues, I can see that a lot of people just don't bother. So it'd be interesting to know what people do with them. So let us know in those comments. And many thanks for joining us again at the Blues Box. Take care.